Hey there, this is Toast.
And this is Sienna.
And we're popping up at the very beginning of the episode because we have a housekeeping announcement.
Yes, we do. So for the summer months, we have decided to take a hiatus from the podcast. But if you love our podcast, don't worry, because we will be back on Monday, not Tuesday, Monday, September 23rd, with a brand new podcast for you all to start off the fall season. And we love fall. So that is the news. Now, you might be wondering, why are we going away for a while?
That we need to give you an explanation. But so here it is. Yeah.
And Bear is just like walking all over.
Yeah. Bear. I had to shield the trackpad so he was not stepping with his paws onto our trackpad.
He's right here.
So the behind the scenes reason for the hiatus is twofold. Number one, we might be moving house, and that's a big deal, and it takes a lot of time and effort. So we just decided, in case we do move house, we're cleared. The runway is cleared for us to do that. But we also realized that on your end, on the personal note, like summertime is a time where a lot of people
they're traveling, they're doing different things,
right?
And so,
we thought,
let's all just relax a bit and do what we want to do, and I don't know, whatever.
And we'll meet up again in the fall.
Yeah. But really, we have an opportunity. We're going to check it out. We're still not sure if we're moving. But we did want to make sure that we have this announcement in here, should that be the case. But what we would love for you to do is to make sure you're on our email list. We used to send out weekly emails, but now it's about like a monthly, once a month email, right? We don't want to inundate your inbox if we don't have to. We know we all get so many emails these days. But make sure you're on our email list. That's number one. Number two is, if you really love the podcast, make sure you pop into some of the archives. Because if you are new to the podcast, wait till you hear some of the really old ones. They're like Crazy Town.
Yeah.
And
Crazy Town.
They are Crazy Town because a lot of things back then were okay. And now we would be like in trouble for doing a lot of the things we did back then, right? Saying things like, you can't say you guys, but like we said, we said that. Anyways, a lot of things. So
oh my God, that's a whole nother topic.
If you love the podcast, go back to the archives. There are so many there for you. And number three is to make sure you're following us on some of our social media accounts. So we are on Facebook, which we actually check. So yay for us.
Sienna checks it. She does the work there.
So we are on Facebook. We post regularly on Instagram and Facebook. We are there. We have two different types of accounts. We have our Sienna and Toast account, which is like, podcast stuff and lifestyle stuff, food, and about Bear. And so you can find us at Sienna and Toast on both Instagram and Facebook. If you are interested in just the music only, you can find us on both, again, Instagram and Facebook at Sienna and Toast Music. So make sure you're following us there. That is how you can get the news on if we actually did move, what we're doing.
Right.
We will be posting and keeping you guys up to date.
Yep. So that's what will be happening on Instagram and Facebook until September 23rd. And yes, past September 23rd. But basically, as far as podcast episodes, we're not planning to commit to releasing weekly episodes until September 23rd hits.
Yes.
So just wanted you to know that.
There's a lot of things brewing. Some exciting things for the fall.
Oh.
So we're getting things ready for you all.
Okay. So without further ado, here we present this next episode. Aloha kako and ekomomai. That means how's it? Hello. And come on in. In this episode, we're going to just talk about Hawaii stuffs.
I'm Sienna.
And I'm Toast.
We're partners in love, life, and music. And we've been together since 2001.
With each episode of this podcast, our goal is to help our fellow LGBT community members lift their lives to the next level.
Yeah, but do people know how's it?
Yeah, I know when I said,
I don't think-
how's it? I was like, well, maybe that doesn't mean much to a lot of people.
Howzit. How's it?
Which is a contraction of how is it?
How's it going? How is it going?
How is it going? How goes it, my dear man?
Yes. How are you? Really?
What's up?
Yeah.
What up? All the different ways
Yes.
of saying, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening?
All
Okay,
right.
I think they get the idea.
So
Let's move on.
I think so too. So again, we are batching our episodes, and by the time this episode comes out, it is leading up to the weekend of the Kalama Festival, Kalama, Washington, which is about 25 minutes away from where we are. And we may be performing at this festival. I'm sure by the time June rolls around, we will know. And we will absolutely share if there are things to share about whether or not we take part in this festival.
And we'll share on our music
sites.
social media thingies.
Yes, so that would be at CNN Toast Music on Facebook, at CNN Toast Music on Instagram.
Now, here's a funny thing. I've heard that Kalama
Yeah.
is pronounced Kalama or something like that.
In Hawaiian?
No, not in Hawaiian. In
like
what do you call it? Americanized, anglicized, whatever. Like how people mispronounce stuff.
Oh, so for
like
Washington, like it's Kalama, Washington.
I think so. You know.
Oh,
And it's-
my gosh. So it's
isn't that
probably the
funny?
Kalama Heritage Festival.
Well, because it's a Hawaiian thing, then you have to pronounce it Kalama.
Actually, you know what?
But,
It's not specifically Hawaiian, right? We found out it's indigenous cultures.
right. I think
Various
it's
indigenous peoples.
Yeah, I think it's a cultural
there's
festival just
American
about
Indian,
the
Native American Indian.
Yeah, about the celebrating indigenous cultures in the
Okay.
Pacific Northwest. But there was
That's exciting.
a Hawaiian native with the last name Kalama, which that area is named after. Like
Okay, so it's
I don't
not
know all
Kalama.
the history. I don't know all the history.
It's not Kalama.
No, it's just been pronounced like that by people who don't know about how to pronounce Hawaiian
I'm exaggerating
and
it.
words.
Kalama.
Kalama.
It's not Kalama, Washington.
It's Kalama. Bra.
So anyways, this festival, we're excited about it because we are attending it regardless. We're going to support a friend who is absolutely performing at this festival that weekend. And why we're excited is we haven't been to a Hawaiian type festival in a very long time. Mm-hmm. And we are overdue for one. So we are excited to go and look at all the booths and hear the beautiful music. And that started us thinking of all the things we miss about Hawaii. We've talked in recent podcasts about all the things we miss about California. But we do miss home, which is Hawaii for us. For Toast, it's the Big Island, Hilo. Mm-hmm. For me, it is Oahu, Alewa Heights, Nu'uanu area.
With a hat tip to Hilo.
Yes. So, what's also very exciting is that we, as we mentioned in previous podcasts, we both have pretty close birthdays, and family tend to send us all the things we love, all these goodies. And Hawaii, I swear to God, they are so fantastic about creating new goodies all the time, because Hawaii is such a foodie culture. Mm-hmm. I guess many cultures have their fabulous foods, but Hawaii is a snacky island. Hawaii people love to snack.
Yes.
And in fact, I have this memory of when Toast and my brother who came in from Hilo, we went to our brother's graduation at USC. Mm-hmm. And going to a USC graduation is just crazy. Okay, but anyways.
Don't do it.
You have to go so early and you're there for so long. But anyways, we were so lucky.
Parking is horrible. Well, downtown LA, right?
Yeah.
Once you say downtown LA, it's like it's over.
Yeah. But we were so lucky because not only my brother and my stepmom, they brought the giant bag of snacks, right? You can count, if you have someone in your group from Hawaii, you can count on them. You will not go hungry. They are bringing snacks to wherever you are going. And what was fantastic is we ended up sitting near other Hawaii people who also had snacks, and everyone was sharing snacks.
We're all just feeding each other.
And that is just a Hawaii thing that I love.
Yeah.
Like snacks. You know, snacks. Bringing out the whole bag.
Snacks, snacks.
You have sweet things. You have salty things. You have crunchy things. Oh my
dried
gosh.
things.
Dried things?
Cuttlefish.
So,
This is the non-vegan side of
well,
my
I
diet.
don't eat
Cuttlefish. Dried cuttlefish.
I have good memories of dried cuttlefish. But anyways, so we thought, hey, let's share a little bit about these things.
Okay.
And so when when our families send us all the snacks, there's always some new ones. But what toast is your favorite that family sends to us as far as your favorite snacks? And then we can talk about some of the new ones that we recently
I
discovered.
don't know about favorites. But
Be a foodie. Where's your what we
so
should do your
I
DNA.
like salty seed. That's probably my favorite. That's my favorite thing.
Salty
Just
seed?
salty seed. Like the leaking, like, oh man, I'm talking about it now, and
Your
my
mouth.
mouth is just watering right now. Okay, lihingway, but the salty seed one.
Okay.
The kind
I
where
cannot eat that one.
there's literally those grains of salt just packed in, right? And the top part of the seed comes, you can peel it off, and there's just this pack of salt in there.
Oh my god.
Woo! Yep.
So lihing mui, for our listeners who don't know what that is, it's a prune that is dried and salted.
Well, prunes are dried, right? Aren't prunes
Oh,
plums?
prunes are a plum. Yes, prunes are a plum.
Yeah.
So it's a plum that is dried and
It's preserved
salted.
plums, basically, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like beef jerky, but not with beef. It's like
But
jerkied fruit.
But the beautiful thing is that you can make it wet, where it's made with sugar and yummy lemon juice, and so it's kind of sweet, sour, salty, or you can have it very dried, like what Toast is talking about, and have it super, super salty. Like, I can't handle that. It's too salty. Too salty.
That's why it takes you forever to eat it, because you're just licking. It's like you're a deer at a salt lick. Just lick, lick, lick.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. But anyways,
Lihingway.
so you like the salty seed?
That's my favorite.
Nobody sent us salty seed.
I know,
That's
but that's
okay.
okay. I don't
That's okay.
really see it around. I mean, even
You know what?
even in Hawaii, it wasn't like super easy to find.
The Mexican culture, they have salditos, right?
Yes.
Where it's salty seed. Because that's not like the sweeter lihing mui,
Right.
right?
Right.
So you
But
can
don't they
always
put
do that.
But isn't there more spiciness?
No, but they do have something with that.
Okay.
Chili.
Okay.
I love that. It's so good. Okay, so that's one of our favorites. I love prune mui.
Which just falls in the same category.
Yes.
Of preserved
so it's wet.
fruit.
It has, I bet people are like, oh, that sounds disgusting, right?
Yeah, and the Hawaii people are like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
And it's actually sliced up. You have prunes, you have lihing mui, you have sometimes mango, slices of mango, slices of dried lemon, and it's in this nice, beautiful, yummy,
Syrupy.
honeyed, syrupy, lemony, sweet, and it's so sticky and good.
Now
oh my
I-
God, it's so good.
If anybody knows the history of the word lihingway, I would be very
yeah,
interested,
lihingway.
because it's got to be a Chinese word,
Right.
Right. But what it actually means, I don't know.
Yeah.
And what dialect of Chinese it is, we don't know. It's just
We
a
don't know.
Hawaii thing to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
But I would love to have a linguist,
Somebody tell
a
us.
historical, linguist person educate us.
Somebody
you can
tell
make
us.
something up and tell me, and I wouldn't know if you're lying. That would be it'd be interesting to know, though. That's what I love about Hawaii is the
Melting
mashup
pot.
of cultures that remain alive and vibrant, and they're changing. And so you have things like spam musubi, right? This mashup of stuff, or like the popcorn, which is Native American, combined with the furikake rice seasoning and rice crackers, which are Japanese.
Oh my God, so good.
Right? You have this
That's
mashup
so
that just
good.
happens organically, and that's what I love about Hawaii is the indigenous cultures are alive.
Yeah.
They're breathing. Yes.
Yeah. That's really, really good. And I will say,
Kakimochi, that's one of your things that you missed.
Okay, so rice crackers. A lot of people know what rice crackers are right now. They're pretty mainstream, I would say.
They've gotten
You
to
can
be.
get them at Trader Joe's, but I will say the Trader
not the
Joe
same.
ones are like pale. They're like very light. They're like beige. I don't know. The really good kakimochi or mochi crunch or what other
All the other names.
What else do they
those
call
are the
it?
names for it.
Yeah. The really good ones are dark brown. And in fact, just today, we're recording this in May, but just today we got a giant bag from a friend.
And you're saying it's dark brown because there's a lot of this the
Shoyu
seasoning
outside.
on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Soy sauce on the outside. Oh my God, so good. And it's crunchy.
Now,
love it.
So I think I know where kakimochi, the word comes from for that.
It's like burnt
Because I think,
something, right? Or
I think in
Burnt rice.
Japanese, I think kaki means burnt or
Okay.
toasted or something like that. And mochi is the Japanese term for mochi,
which is what?
which is kind of a rice cake, like pounded rice.
Yeah.
You
In
cook-
fact, we got
you-
that
you
today
steam-
too.
You steam the rice.
Butter mochi.
Oh yeah,
mix.
butter mochi. So you steam the rice, right, and you cook the rice, and then you pound it until it's this sticky paste. That's mochi.
Yeah.
And I guess if you form it into little shapes and then you toast it, that's kaki mochi.
Very good.
Rice crackers.
Very good. Toast.
See, if somebody could tell me a story like that about lihingmoi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so yeah,
So good.
kaki mochi, rice crackers.
Oh, and I will say something about lihingmoi.
Okay.
So they're not always made with plums.
Okay.
Sometimes they're made with cherries,
Right.
and that would be called cherry seed.
Okay. Which
And it's
makes
so
a lot
good.
of sense.
And why cherry seed is so good is because the seed is so small compared to the plum seed.
Mm-hmm.
So you have all the yummy outside.
Okay.
Oh my God. If you guys don't eat seed, you have to try it because it is so yummy.
Oh, you know what's also a gem is to find seed without any aspartame or red number 5.
Yeah. And
Right?
yellow.
Why you gotta
yellow
color it?
DC
You don't need
number,
to
whatever.
Color it
Yeah.
red. I don't
Right.
care what color it is. I just want it to taste good.
That is a thing.
What's up with that?
That is
Like,
a
just
thing.
make it. It's okay if it's gray.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Getting all worked up.
All right. So another new find that we recently happened upon is from Big Island Delights.
Okay.
Which for the Hawaii people, that's the one with the gold label with the hot pink, purple script writing on it.
I think they probably know about it. If they're on the Big Island, they'll know. Big Island Delights.
Don't they sell Big Island Delights in Longs on Oahu?
Probably.
I don't know. So it's not
like
just
Kelly's
it's not
cookies.
Just Hilo people that will know Big Island Delights, right? But anyways, Toast's mom sent us this mix, crunchy mix from Big Island Delights that was simply titled furikake. Did you know that?
Yep.
It was
I
just
saw
called
it.
furikake.
Yeah.
And this bag, oh my God,
See, I don't know what furikake
I
means.
swear to God. Yeah, that's true, huh?
What does that? I mean, we know it. It's the rice
It's
sprinkle.
the sprinkles with the nori
but
and the sesame
does it have?
seeds.
But does it have a more literal?
I don't know,
meaning?
Toast.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe somebody
That's my nerdy
listening
coming out.
will fill us in.
Nerdy.
But
I can probably just Google it.
yeah, you can Google it.
Okay, later.
But this was so fantastic. This is our new a new favorite that we will request when people say, "Hey, what do you guys want anything from home?" Even though we could probably make it ourselves, because what it was, people, and for the chip lovers out there, you will love this. it was every chip you can imagine. Every chip that you grew up with. I promise. Now, it might sound gross, but it was really good.
It sounds really nasty, actually. When you think of it, it's like, okay, this is like total trailer park food.
And no offense to trailer parks.
Right? No, we love it.
Okay,
we love this trailer park food.
Okay. But this bag, now, thankfully, it was a small bag. It wasn't even the regular size bag of a bag of potato chips. But I will tell you what was in it. You had your Lay's, what is the onion one called? Cream of onion? No, sour cream and onion. Sour cream and onion. You had that. You had cheddar cheese Lay's Ruffles. You had Bugles. Bugles. Who ate a Bugle recently? You had Funyuns. That's like...
You did?
There was a Funyun in it.
Sienna ate all of it.
I ate practically the whole bag.
Yeah, she ate 95% of the bag.
You had 5% because
I'm hearing about this for the first time myself.
Yeah.
I'm being like,
so
really?
you have that, and then what other? You had moments of popcorn.
Fritos.
Moments of popcorn. Fritos. I think that's it. And this was in a bag, and all this furikake all over it. Shake, 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 shake. And it was just this crunchy, salty decadence.
You know, I wonder if it's the actual real Bugles or the actual real Fritos. Because
I think so, because they're not going to make all those
Because
chips.
how hilarious is that? Like, to make that, what do? You go to
get those
like
bags
Foodland or KTA, and then you just buy Fritos and open up the bag.
Yes,
and, like,
that's exactly
is that
what you
legal?
do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That sounds very expensive to make, because if you have to buy it at retail prices.
I think you wouldn't, though. You would buy it at wholesale prices and then make it your...
Okay.
Anyways, that's the whole business side.
Yeah, all right. The business
retail.
side of furikake mix.
Anyways, that is our new yumminess. But you have a new yumminess.
Well, I liked the fried nori.
Yes. I didn't like that one.
Somebody had the idea of just taking strips of black... What is this? I guess seaweed, right? Yeah. Seasoned seaweed, and putting them onto...
What were those things?
Some kind of...
Like little
I guess
boats?
Apparently if you try to... I would imagine if you try to just fry the dried nori by itself, it's just going to shrivel up into nothing, right?
Right. So they had
so
to
you have to put it onto some kind of dough. And then that's what they deep fried.
What was that crunchiness? Really, was it a giant rice cracker?
Just...
Raft? I don't know if it was. It looked like a raft.
Yeah, I don't know
like
if it was rice or wheat, but it was gone in 2 days.
Yeah, that's what you ate.
Yeah, was good.
It was so good.
Yeah, was ono.
So we are so grateful. So thank you to our family and our friends who have just kept us alive, sending us all the yummy goodies from home. You know, there's so many things we miss from home. Also,
Hawaii's local buzz. The macadamia nuts that we mentioned in the previous
episode. Which we covered in another episode.
Yes,
yep.
So we appreciate that too. Thank you. Oh, you know what I love is taro chips.
Oh, no one sent us taro chips.
Right, but that's a Hawaii thing, taro chips. So instead of potato chips, right, taro chips.
Yeah.
That's good. And they have breadfruit too, right? Taro chips, breadfruit mixed in. I think so, yeah.
Oh like they mix it up. I've never had that.
Yeah, it's ono. And sweet potato. Oh, yeah, they mix all that up. I forgot. See, so your chips are all different colors.
But that's not Hawaii, right? That's like Terra.
No, not necessarily.
Brand.
But in Hawaii, I think I've seen like the bags of... You can either have just taro chips or you can have taro and breadfruit and sweet potato all mixed together.
Gosh,
you know,
breadfruit
just like
chips?
taro.
Okay, wow.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Never heard that.
All right.
Aren't you hungry now?
A little bit.
But I have to say, like, I also really miss the flowers. The flowers and the smell of the flowers, like the jasmine, pikaki, puakenikeni, pakalana. Those are all my favorites. I miss all of those. I miss the fruit, fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Mango, lychee,
guava,
papaya.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Pineapple. Did I say pineapple?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. There's so many things to miss about home. But of course, we definitely miss our family. We miss the close-knit community and how life is just... You know, everyone knows everything.
I always say, yeah, because it's such a tiny place. geographically, literally, it's a tiny place, in comparison. It reminds me of Stars Hollow. I always say that, to Sienna.
From
I
the
always say
Gilmore
that to
Girls.
you.
Yeah.
Stars Hollow. Yep, and the Gilmore Girls, where everybody knows everybody else, and there's good and bad to that.
Yeah. And I think that's why, as gay people growing up in Hawaii, such a small place, there is tremendous growing that happens if you choose to leave your home and go somewhere else, like how I moved to the mainland and Toast moved to the mainland. Mm-hmm. It's like there's so much expansion that happens when you are not home.
Yeah. Well, I think
because you're not in your box,
right? And I think a society where it's at right now, it does make it harder if your outward environment is a very small social network or a small town like that. Yeah, it is harder for gay people or LGBTQ people. Yeah. So that's why I think it was good that we moved away.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Just get to know who you are outside of those pressures. And grow. Yep. Yeah. That's a whole nother podcast.
That actually is.
That's a whole nother book.
I was thinking we should save that for another podcast. But on a super light note, in fact, a note of hilarity.
Give me a light, hilarious note.
So we just saw a comedy special on Netflix, and the comedian's name is Joe Coy. His name is actually Joseph. It's not Joseph Coy. But anyways, his name is Joseph. But he goes by Joe Coy. And he's not from Hawaii. He's actually born and raised in Washington. But he has the most funny comedy special on Netflix right now. And if you are from Hawaii, or you are familiar enough with the Hawaii culture, you must watch it.
Well, it was filmed in Hawaii.
Yes, it was one of the
in Honolulu at the Neil Blaisdell Center, and I'd never heard of this guy before, ever.
He's hilarious.
But Sienna's relative told us about this comedy special to check it out, so we put it on, and
okay, you guys, talk about LOLing, right? This was for real, literal LOLing.
Well, my favorite part was probably the first quarter of the episode.
The first quarter
of the special
has you rolling. And then for some people, it might get a little bit too,
not rolling.
Graphic.
Well, the first quarter was all about Hawaii kind stuff. That's why. Hawaii stuff and
so
Asian
funny.
stuff.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so funny, you guys. But I think that, I'd be curious if we have some listeners that aren't so familiar with the Hawaii culture. If you do decide to watch it, I'd be so curious to know if you thought the beginning was funny.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it relatable if you don't really have a familiarity with the culture? I don't know.
Anyways, okay. So just a quick reminder that this is the last podcast for this season. We are taking the summer season off because we may be moving. But also the fact that they're so busy during the summers, So we're going to take a hiatus and be back with a brand new episode, followed by brand new weekly episodes, back on Monday, September 23rd, just in time for fall.
Okay. And until then, check us out on Instagram, on Facebook. We'll see you there. Our handle on both of those platforms is @Sienna and Toast.
All right.
Until then, this is Toast.
And this is Sienna.
Telling you, love life, live free.